Let's check it out. Hello, 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 everybody. Hope everybody is doing good. I am doing great. Let me grab my phone out of my pocket because sometimes I get messages from my daughter or some shit like that. Hope everybody is doing awesome. I am doing great. Super excited about today's stream. We are continuing the process of rocking out. I know you can't see it, but rocking out the Avengers Tower right here. Vanna White, this bitch. Um, so I'm super excited about continuing this process and rocking this out, kind of fine tuning the bugs. Every stream so far, I've kind of got flagged, which is fine. I'm not getting copyright strikes or anything like that. Basically, what it's saying is that hey, the music is copyrighted, so monetization is shut off or it's going to them. So, been just kind of tweaking those things. Twitch isn't giving me any issues that I can see, but hello, hello. Are you guys with me? That was weird. OBS disconnected and then reconnected. So, hopefully, for those of you that are still sticking around, am I live? Still sticking around? Am I live? Yep, I hear me over there. And let me see on the YouTube side. Yep, I hear me over there. All right, so I'm back. Guess who's back? Back, back again, again. Guess who's back? Back. Tell a friend, friend. Brix is back. Brix is back. Brix is back. Sorry. So again, hope you guys are all doing great. Sorry about that. Gotta love that. My chat on in OBS is kind of wonky right now, though, unfortunately. So but it's fine because I have both sides going. Let me close it out. Okay, I get that. And then let me see. There we go. Agro, hello, hello. Agro, is it? Oh wait, sorry. Agora. I'll just call you Agora if that's okay. Hello, hello. Welcome. How's it going? Hope you are doing well. Thank you for your first time chat. Hopefully you like my content and want more. I am multi-streaming right now, streaming both on Twitch and on YouTube. Yeah, so as I was saying earlier, we're going to start rocking out the completing the Avengers Tower, hopefully completing it. We are on book 2 of 3, so highly doubt that we're going to complete it tonight or today. But we are on bag 26, so rocking things out, getting things going. So how's everybody doing today? Hope you guys are doing all right. I'm going to go ahead and pop some music on. See how the music flows. I have to set it up, but I am setting a goal because I think I still got to go to Lowe's and check it out. But my buddy Matt and my buddy Greg, who are both streamers, but shout out to shout out to Matt from Brix, and shout out to Greg from Lol Lego, I believe his channel is. Sorry. But they kind of turned me on. I was going to go Acro Mills, and they are a little bit expensive. And they turned me on to a Craftsman version. Same thing. So other than going to Home Depot, they're at Lowe's. Going to Lowe's, which I plan on doing Saturday, and checking them out, I will probably be switching because Greg has Lol Lego, I believe is. No, shit. I have to look. He did a comparison and they're pretty comparable. I have to look to see if I like the 30 bin or if I'm going to go with the 9 bin. Because as you can see from my part wall, which I will bring up, if you guys haven't seen it yet, this is my part wall, and I have an extensive collection of parts. So I'm definitely going to need the bigger bins because some of these parts I have an overabundance of versus others I don't. So it varies. So I did pull out one of my trays. I haven't used these in a while, just to kind of make everything nice and neat, and so you guys can see it. Again, haven't used this in a while, but I am gonna rock it out and use it. That way, it kind of, all the pieces don't go all over the place. But how's everybody doing? What's everybody up to? It's Friday, gotta get down on Friday. Anybody have any plans? I'm kind of excited. I have to check in with my client to see what officially is going on, times and all that. But I am actually photographing a prom session. Welcome. Thanks for the follow there. It didn't tell me who was following. Who the new follower was. I don't like that. And yes, the music is distorted for a purpose. Toxie, was it you that just followed? Thank you so much. If so, thank you so much for that. I really appreciate all the love and support. How's it going? First time chatter. How's everything going? Stream manager. See, it's not showing me on here either. That's weird. Yes. Well, thank you. I appreciate you. How's everything going in your world? Since you are a new follower and a first-time chatter, Sleepy, what time is it there? For me, it is 9:11 a.m. I'm in Southern California. So for those of you that are here new, just to give you a quick tour of my humble abode. So it is a complete and utter mess, but this is my city. This is my Lego room. I'm currently expanding it. The current tables are 12 feet by 12 feet, and I'm expanding to 16 by 16. I had the numbers wrong earlier, or before. I just haven't gotten a chance to actually build the tables because essentially the weather's been sucky and I can't build them here in the garage. So, just as an FYI, I am multi-streaming. So I am streaming on Twitch and on YouTube. Exclamation mark YT. I'll do it for you guys. We'll get you my YouTube information, or it should, if it's working right. Exclamation mark YT. No, it's not working right. I just came back to streaming, so I apologize. Commands. Alright, I guess I have to fix that. Huh. Anyway, so it's 36 Bricks on YouTube. But Philippines, and it's 1 a.m. there. Wow. Well, thank you for being up and hanging out with me. I appreciate it. I totally understand if you've got to, hit the bed. So anyway, so that's my city. And then I also have my part wall, which I showed earlier. That's along this wall. And then I have my backlog wall, which I have to adjust the camera still, which is along this wall. And then I am right here. And I will go to main 2 so that you guys can see it above. So we'll see what actually gets flagged on YouTube. So we are building out the I'll make sure that gets going. There we go. And that should change here shortly. Okay. Now I'm kind of amazed with the Lego, and it kind of brings me back to my childhood, and that's exactly the point. That's kind of what what we as AFOLs are kind of doing, because we loved Lego as a kid. So for me, I loved Lego as a kid, but we couldn't afford it. I mean, it's kind of the the basic storyline is we couldn't afford it. And my grandfather, when he would get me toys, he flat out said, like, listen, there's G.I. Joe or, stuff, or there's Lego. What do you, want to do? And I said, or which would you prefer? And I was like, G.I. Joe. Um, so the only time I really got to play with Lego or build with Lego was over at my friend's house. Um, so it wasn't. I know it's a little blurry, but it wasn't, a great situation for a Lego experience. And then, as an adult, I found Lego again, and it was basically a situation where I was like, I saw the Lego Ideas old fishing store, and I was like, that can't be Lego. Like, that's nuts. And so I started looking into it, and of course, it was Lego. And um, that's the set that got me into Lego, and I started just wailing away. And now 4 years later, this is my city, and I just kind of it's the real life version of SimCity. That's essentially what it is. It's the real life version. Okay, so they want me to build this shit on the build. That's going to be fun. All right, so we will hope that you guys can see this when I shift it over here, I guess, is what we're doing here. But yeah, I mean, it's fascinating to see how much they can actually do now with Lego. I mean, when I was growing up, think about it. Like, when I was growing up, it was legit like 5 colors, right? And so it wasn't all that spectacular. Not like it is now. See, I wish we could take this halfway apart so it's lower, because my camera is going to have issues because I'm literally like a foot from my camera. But we'll see. We'll see how that turns out. But I mean, what do you like to build? Are you building currently, or like what's? And that goes for anybody, to be honest, guys. That really does. That goes for that's a question for everybody. Like, what are you guys into? What do you guys like to build? I'm obviously a city builder. I love Marvel. So anything Marvel, anything city. For the most part, any theme that or type of build that I can incorporate in my city, because I've incorporated the different themes into my city as well. So yeah. In my childhood, I only had like 2 or 3 Lego people, and I was so happy. I played like every day with them. Yeah, I mean, I had a couple friends that, they kind of had their own thing going. They had, they'd shuffle up on the dining room table and go to town, and I'd come over and I'd just build. I'd just build and build and build. And oh, this is actually, I'm supposed to be looking at it this way, so I apologize. I'm going to move the keyboard here. I need to get me an undershelf. Or an under drawer for this. This is going to probably suck on my back after a minute, but... But I mean, that's kind of... And I remember the dude's name, Jeremy. He was a good friend of mine up until high school. And essentially, Jeremy and his sister and his brother and his parents, like, they had that legit. I think I like war sets, like Battle Lego and Stuff Don't Know. Can't really explain, but like, yeah, that's what I like to build. Battle Lego. So like war reenactments, because like Lego doesn't build you know, anything to do with real war, just because of their history. But I do know that there's like secondary. Oh, thank you for the follow, Ninja Zane. See, now I see it there. um, they don't actually produce anything war unless it's fictitious. But and that's again just because of their history with war and stuff. But oh,
hydrate. Water should be celebrated. Make your body lubricated. You could be invigorated. Come on, you should drink it. Don't you overthink it. Get your bottle sinking. H2O, let it.
All right. So I don't have water, but I have soda.
Hydrate. Water should be celebrated. Make your body lubricated. You could be invigorated. Come on, you should drink it. Don't you overthink it. It's time to hydrate.
You're gonna make me sick. So I owe a second one. Second.
Hydrate. Water should be celebrated. Make your body lubricated.
Third.
You could be invigorated.
Fourth. All right, that's it for now. How's it going? Thanks so much for the love and the fun. Appreciate it. So right now, we are building the Avengers Tower. For those of you that are new, just going to show you around just a quick bit. So my city is a mess because I'm expanding the tables, but this is my Lego room. This is my city. It's currently 12 feet by 12 feet, but I'm expanding to 16 feet by 16 feet. This is my part wall. Probably one of the biggest part walls on social media that doesn't involve a Bricklink store or a store of any kind. Then I have my backlog wall, which is here. And then now we go back to building. So I am building the Avengers Tower. I'm so surprised Dream TV show is good, though. I'm sick. Oh, sorry to hear that you're sick. But guys, thank you so much for the new follows. I appreciate it. Let me make sure I'm reading back. And we are multi-streaming over on YouTube as well. So if you guys have YouTube and want to support me over there, you can find me 36 Bricks. All the love is appreciated. All right, so right here. And if you like my content, want more, and are able to support, always accepting biddies, super chats, super stickers. Join one of my memberships. If you have Amazon Prime, you get a membership free once a month. So let the rich people pay for it. Man, there is no return of Nexonites. You know, Nexonites suck. I'm just kidding. No, it's one of those things where it might come back. They do recycle things. But I'm gonna see if I can bring this up here. They do recycle. That way you guys can kind of see my face a little bit. Let me Velcro this. No, I mean they always bring stuff back if people reach out and say, "Hey, bring that back." How's that? That way you can see my face again. Man, there is no. I missed the show. Dog is good. Sleep now. Thanks for the memories, dude. Keep this up. Thank you so much. If you ignore the same intro, are you? I missed what you were talking about, and I'll take a drink in a minute. But I'm probably gonna cool down or shut off the hydrate, because if you keep doing it, then it's probably going to make me sick. So, I don't know much about Nexonites. I only have 10 points. Sweet. Okay. Well, I'm just gonna ask. You know, I am gonna drink because I owe you a drink. But if you continue, I'll shut that feature off. But I don't I don't know a whole lot about Nexonites, to be honest. So I don't know whether there was a TV show or what have you. But I mean, it's all about popularity. It really is. If the show is popular, then they'll bring it on, right? And if it's not, then they won't. So it's just kind of one of those. It's up to us to make sure that whatever you're into, whatever you might be into, you try to get others into as well, so it is popular. How can we bring it back? Well, Nexonite have a game. Okay, so what you can contact Lego. I mean, there's, when they do surveys, you can like go to them and be like, hey, like, we want Nexonites back. We want this. We want that. And if there's enough people, I missed these. If there's enough people, then they will listen. But there's got to be enough people. I mean, that's the gist of it. There has to be. They have to know. You have to give them that feedback. You have to contact them and be like, hey, we want Nexonites. Hey, we want Nexonites. And they will, they will listen if there's enough people. But you gotta have that, you gotta have those people. That's the gist of it, is you gotta have those people. And if you don't have those people, then they're not gonna bring it back. I mean, that's kind of the simple version of it. As much as we want. I mean, I'd love. Trust me, dude. Like, if it was up to me, and I see the be right back. If they brought, I want them to bring back the dang monorail. And I have heard rumors that they might be bringing back a certain type of monorail system, not exactly the old school, but they might be working on something. But the short version is that we have to speak up as a community. Our dollars have to say something. And if they don't, then nobody's, I mean, it's not going to come back. Our dollars are our votes. And at this point, when it comes to Nexonites, I mean, if they come out with a set, then you kind of got to step up, buy more than one set. And that's really the only way to bring them back. I mean, I know it sucks, but that's kind of the only way to bring it back. The dollars have to make sense, right? So if the dollars don't make sense, then they're not going to bring them back. So that's, to answer your question, that's that is the way. In the words of the Mandalorian, that is the way. Alright, I'm gonna sit down while building this. Sorry, I know my face is now off camera. Just a guarantee. Look into the future and see you and me. In knight in shining armor, I will be your fairy tale. Come on, look up to you, go say you will. I wanna all for love. Alright. I think this tray needs to be clean. Oh, is there just 3? Okay. Doot doot. Doot doot. Doot doot. Doot doot. Alright. Alright, so, for those of you that are not in the U.S., there has been pretty much an ongoing trend nowadays of the lottery hitting like billion-dollar numbers. So, my question to you guys, for those that are here, like, if you won the lottery, and I'm talking about, like, say, take home $100 million US, what would you do? Like, and I'm talking step by step, like, what would you do? Like, you just found out. You haven't even gotten the, you know, from start to finish. And of course, there really isn't a finish, per se. But, like, what would go through your mind, or what do you think would go through your mind? Like, what, I'd love to hear, like, you know, would you know, before cashing in the ticket, would you get a team of people together, you know, advisors and shit? Would you, you know, would you get out of town and just bolt? Like, would you tell anybody? Would you keep it a secret? Like, what would be, so for me, like, I wouldn't tell anybody. I mean, I would tell, of course, I'd tell my wife. But the moment I won, I would probably check into the hospital after having a heart attack first. But I wouldn't tell anybody. I would wait to cash it in, and I would assemble a team of advisors. You know, basically get a lawyer, get a you know, some kind of advisor or some kind. You know, for money market accounts, CDs, all that, and you know, that way, in addition to having that money, I keep that money, and I would. And then once I received the money, and it all kind of went where it was supposed to, I'd hire some bodyguards, and I'd get the hell out of Dodge. But I would probably, like, I'd keep doing what I do for a little bit. I mean, like, nobody would know other than that team and my family. And I don't even know if I'd tell my daughters. Because I don't want them thinking, oh, we've got money. You know, we don't need to worry about shit. I don't want to give them the impression that money solves everything. I want them to work hard. So I would definitely be in the mindset of, you know, I wouldn't tell my kids, and they would know. They would, I mean, they're not stupid, right? Like, so they would know, hey, something's up. How are we able to travel? How are we able to do this? And right now, as you guys know, I am a wedding photographer, and my business has gone to crap. Like, so, I've let them know, hey, like, you know, if it was like I won tonight, I would just tell. I don't believe in lying, but in this situation, I think it would be the best course of action. And I would just tell them, hey, I found a job, and I'm now working, and that's how we're able to afford all, you know, different things. And I wouldn't, you know, we would do some upgrades, but it would be gradual. It wouldn't be overnight. Wouldn't be like, oh, we would move. We probably wouldn't move. We'd probably just fix this place up. Or we might just build our dream home and then eventually move. You know, but Lego-wise, I Lego-wise, I'd probably donate all of my parts to, you know, different people and just say, hey, here you go. And then call up Lego or take a trip to Bulland and just be like, all right, so I want to place an order. And I mean my parts. I wouldn't get rid of my city or whatever, but I would place an order to Lego and be like, hey, I want a case of this. Basically, these are all the parts. I want, you know, give me the list, and I will click on them, and I want a case of each part. You know, get her done. And then, you know, I'd be like, all right, I want, you know, how can we make a monorail happen? how can we get the job done? How can we pull the trigger on that? Let's get that done. You know, um, and you know, these are some ideas that I have. How can we, you know, put those into motion? But yeah, I'd have some fun. It'd be fun. How is that? Oh, I'm like, wait a minute. All right, so we are building this out. I know it's very difficult to see because the Avengers Tower is so tall at this point that it's a little difficult to... And that's the thing, like, this isn't really a modular, which kind of sucks, but... I mean, don't get me wrong, I love this thing so far. I would definitely change some things about it, because it's not really modular, and it's so tall. Like, I would cut it at some point so that you can take the top off. Take it off. Like a Calgon commercial, like. Take it off. Sorry, I had to go there. Alright, so how am I missing those pieces? How do I still have that? I get. Like, I don't know how I... These all, like... I don't know how I get that. I get those, but I don't get that. Oh, okay, I get that now. I forgot to add these to War Machine. That's how you get that. So now there's War Machine. Alright. Pop those out. Stick those on the table. Those will get sorted at some point. Since I'm reorganizing everything, I'm gonna start trying to really be diligent as far as maintaining that organization. And be right back. Alright, sorry about that. Alright, so now shift things around a little bit. Alright. So we have a couple minifigures in here. We have Hawkeye. Make sure. And Hawkeye and Pepper Potts. Oh, come on. Okay, so there is Hawkeye. Alright, and then now we got Pepper Potts. What number? 34? Oh, this goes to 31. Alright, so 34. Kostya! Hello, hello. Welcome, welcome. Thanks for being here. I appreciate you. I don't know what that language is, so if you could possibly revert to English, that would be great. Just looked up, it's Russian. Hello, hello, how are you? Thanks for being here, I appreciate you. Again, if you wouldn't mind speaking in English, that would be great, or having it pre-translated. That way I can read it easily. Pib or same thing. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you. But I do ask that you guys speak in English instead of Russian. Alright. So, do you speak Russian? No, I do not. It would be a cool language to learn, but unfortunately I do not speak Russian. Okay, so rearrange things a little bit. Come on. Alright, since I'm working on the side, I'm going to transition back because it's got me working on this stuff right here. Okay. Ah. And it would help if I had... Alright. Okay. Okie dokie, okie dokie. So, again, how's everybody doing today? Again, hope everybody is doing awesome. We are working on the Avengers Tower. And it has me... Okay, working on this is... Yeah. Anybody watching any cool shows? We've really dived into Physical 100. We haven't finished it yet, but it's actually like I really like the show. The only thing I don't really care for, and I know it's a Korean-based show, but I would love, and it's only second season, so hopefully maybe they'll do it, or they'll come out with other versions. But I'd love to see like a Brazilian like version or other versions in addition to Korean, because I feel like it's going to get to a point where it is a vastly populated, country. But I feel like it is, or it may get to a certain point where it's like, it's kind of repeating people, because how many people in the country versus how many people are that physically fit, if that makes sense. But I'd love, maybe they do a Physical 100 Russia, or maybe they do a Physical 100, Japan, America, maybe they do, like I said, Brazil, Africa. Like, I'd love to see. I'd love to see like different cultures, because they do have a few. They do have a few people on the show that are from other countries. Like I think the season 1 they had like a German, a couple Americans. This season, kind of the same thing. A couple Europeans, couple Americans kind of situation, but they don't have a whole lot. And I'm not saying America. I'm just saying in general, I want to see more other nationalities on there. That'd be great. Or other versions of the show. I mean, ideally, I'd like, if they're sticking with the, that kind of format, I'd love to see just multiple versions of that show. That way, like, when one show is off, like, you have another one to watch. That'd be great. But that's just me. So, we've been getting into, Physical 100. I really like that show. Let me see. So this goes here. Okay, so they do want me to turn it. All right. And then now we're doing the other side. Looks like. All right. Let's see, what other show? We've been watching, we have been watching, what's it called? We've basically been going through our DVDs with our daughters, and basically we started with A, and we're kind of going down the list. We did hit a speed bump, because my oldest daughter, found Fluffy. If you don't know who Fluffy is his real name is Gabriel Iglesias, but he calls himself Fluffy, and it's because he is a big dude, and that's just kind of what his line of jokes are. And it's done very well for him. So, but she's really gotten into Gabriel Iglesias, so we've been watching his specials, and then now we're going to kind of cut it for a little bit, and we're gonna start watching, back at the movies. Excuse me. However, we have had to stop, or skip some because, of course, we own movies that might not necessarily be appropriate for my daughters. But they were, we bought them when we were younger, and we didn't think about kids and stuff. But I'm gonna try to get it to where you guys can kind of see. This is a little bit. Some of this is a little awkward. Because you don't want to push too hard, and then you shove it down on the ground. I mean, it's a solid build, but it's still, you put enough pressure on it and it wobbles. Wobble, wobble, wobble. Okay, so that's, other than the last four, that's done. And then now it wants, okay. So I'll put that aside so that I can start building this. Where's that part? Did I miss a bag? Did I miss? Oh, there it is. I'm like, ruh-roh. Ruh-roh. Boys to men. Boys to men. Boys to men. O-Town Philly's back again. Doing a little East Coast side. Boys to men is going on. Not too hard, not too soft. It's long overdue, and now Philly slamming. Ba-da, 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 live and direct from Philly town. Am I ready to go? People. Back in school, we used to dream about this every day. Could it really happen? But it's just a dream away. So we started singing it. It sounded so smooth. And here we are, kicking it just for you. Oh. Boys to men. 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 Bam, 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 bam. Bam, 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 bam. All right. So, all right. All right, got that. All right, and then now we go around to this side. Boys to men. Boys to men. Boys to men. ABC, BBD. East Coast family. This is driving me nuts. Like all of a sudden the one ear will go out. There it goes. Oh, okay. So now, a little hard to see, but now we're going to be rocking out the interior edges. So that's that. And I'll try to get closer so that you guys can see kind of what I'm doing. A lot of rearranging on this one because it's such a hefty build. So essentially we're doing the interior work of this all the way up. And we probably will do the both sides. Yes, I think we're going to do both sides here. And this, like a lot of this locks things in, which is good. Kind of relying on feel a little bit because it's hard to see and show you guys at the same time. My phone's blown up. Ah. Oh. Okay. Sorry about that. See, it's like you try to push in, and then you're pulling pieces away from it. So it's like a little bit awkward. All right. So, and then now it's having us do the other side. The other side is easier to show and see. All right. See, and this is where, like, I feel like sometimes it's getting, like it's, there we go. That was weird. All right. Okay, doing pretty good. I think we just finished this book, which is awesome, if that's the case. Yeah, we just finished. Okay, so Avengers Book 2 is now finished, and then now we're moving on to Book 3. And we are on Oh, bag. So we've got 11 more bags to go. 11 more bags. I know. I'm wearing a Dr. Pepper shirt, and I'm drinking Diet Coke. Well, it's because I'm currently out of Diet Dr. Pepper, and they didn't have a Diet Dr. Pepper shirt. Okay. Hopefully, not a lot of these songs get flagged. Alright, oh, so I need 28 plus this piece right here. Okay, so it looks like this is modular, so I hope I can move this over here and not have to worry too much about that space. I like big butts and I cannot lie. Another for the 79. See a little bit of... Let's see what'll happen. So what this music is basically I went in and found the instrumental versions of about 5 songs per year I was born. So I was born in 1980, so I found 5 songs from 80, 81, 5 songs from 81, 5 songs from 82, and so on and so forth. And what I did was I went ahead and went in and produced and made some production edits and stuff like that so that, you know, hopefully I could play them. Even with those edits, some of them are getting flagged, specifically on the YouTube side. Not necessarily on the Twitch side. And therefore, obviously, can't play them. And I'm not getting copyright strikes, so no worries, no issues. But I do have to take some extra time, and it usually takes, depending on how many songs, it takes about a day to actually like filter through what's been flagged, mute what's been flagged, and edit those, those songs out. And then what I've done is I will take and just remove those songs from the playlist and then regenerate a new playlist with the remaining songs, hoping that the remaining songs don't get flagged as well, because that would kind of suck. But we'll see. So that's kind of been what the music is all about. And then what'll probably end up happening is I will, because like, what was it? So the first playlist is 80 through 84. Second playlist is 85 through 89. So I think I ended up taking like 10 songs off of 84 or 80 through 84, and then I think I took another like 10 songs off 85 through 89. So what'll probably end up happening is I will probably combine those and do one solid playlist from 1980 to 89. However, it depends on how long that song playlist is. And then go from there. So so yeah, that's kind of where we're at in the process of the music. And but we'll see. So I don't have a playlist, I think, for 15 through 19 and 20 through 24. So we'll see. And it's not every song. So I looked up the top 100 of that year and then pulled essentially my favorite songs. So we'll see how that kind of turns out. So, hopefully you guys are enjoying the songs. Hopefully I can continue to enjoy them. Not holding my breath, but you know. It's one of those things where it's like I get when it, you know, the copyright stuff. I mean, I'm a photographer, so I totally get the copyright stuff. But when it's the instrumental stuff, I'm just like, really? Because I mean, that's how Ed Sheeran won his thing. Is, you know, they were trying to say that he copied their tunes, and he's like, look, like legit, there's only... Oh, there's supposed to be a sticker on here, I think. I missed the sticker. There's only so many guitar strings on a guitar. There's only so many piano keys on a piano. There's only so much that you can do to where there we go. And I feel like, I mean, I get that they want their money for revenue sharing or whatever. I mean, because like if I play, you know, I don't know, if I play Tupac, I know Tupac's dead, but his estate, you know, he's got family. You know, they don't want us making money off of their stuff, but it's not like we're making money off their stuff. I mean, all we're legit doing is playing it in the background. And, you know, for when it comes to streamers like myself, who, like, right now, I have 3 people watching. Like, it's not like I'm... And, well, on YouTube, I don't think I have anybody watching. Let me see. Yeah, it says 1 person watching, but I assume that's me. I mean, it's not like I'm rolling in in the revenue. But like I said, I get it. I get it. All right, so for those of you that are just joining us, I am rocking out the Avengers Tower. I am on bag 28 of 39, so we're doing pretty good. We've got a few left, a few bags. In addition to this current bag, which you guys can't really see, I'm sorry. In addition to this current bag, we have 11 bags left, minus this bag, it's 10. And we're doing good. We are doing good. Let's see, what other news is going on? So, another question I have, if you were given 3 wishes, what would they be? Like if you're weeding out your front lawn and, you come across a leprechaun, right? And he says, "All right, homie, you found me. Thanks for finding me. Um, you can have my pot of gold, but I'm not going to give it to you. So instead, I'm going to hook it up with 3 wishes. No strings attached, no issues. Like, you pick the wish, I grant it. What would the 3 wishes be?" Does anybody, have any thoughts on that? What would your 3 wishes be? Would it be money? Would it be fame? Would it be, what you want, what you really, really want? Tell me what you want, what you really, really want. You wanna. If you get those wishes, what would they be? Tell me all about it. Hang out before you flee. If you were given those wishes, just tell me what they'd be. Nobody says anything. I start singing. No! Please, no! My ears, my ears. I've actually thought in depth about the wish thing, and in this specific order, the 3 Bs. I would go for the 3 Bs in this specific order. All right, I'd go for brains. I want to know everything. I want to know what everything's about. So brains, like, I want to know basically anything and everything. I would love to know anything and everything there is to know about the universe. What happens when you die? What happens, what is the, meaning of life? What's the purpose? What's, tell me all about it. Like, I won't spill the beans. If it's got to be, if I'm the only one that's supposed to know, I won't tell anybody. I'd love to be able to do math and science and stuff like that in my head again. So brains, and it has to be in this order. Okay. The reason why is because it kind of dictates like what I find out about everything will definitely dictate the other two wishes. So the second wish would be the body. So if I found out that you die and there's nothing, your energy that just gets expunged into the universe, and that's it, into nothingness. Well then, body, I'd take away my perfectly round physique, and I would have a nicer physique. I'd rock Thor's body. So, I mean, I probably wouldn't rock like Thor Love and Thunder's body, but I would rock like Thor the Dark World's body. My wife isn't too big into muscles. I mean, she likes a strong, muscular dude, but she doesn't want the, ripped stuff. And if I found out there was nothing, then like I'd live forever. I'd have a healthy body forever, right? So body would be the second one. I mean, perfect teeth, perfect skin, like, that way you don't have to worry about health. And then, bank. Brains, body, bank. Have everlasting wealth. Financial wealth. I mean, because why not? I mean, that's kind of a given, right? What would you guys want? You guys agree with that? Alright. See, this shows like it being tilted, but you don't really have the room. Oh, there you go. There he goes. Like, you don't really have a whole lot of room to move it and tilt it and shift it. But they made it work. Alright. Wanna be like I did that day. Take me to a place I love. Take me all the way. Where I wanna be. I don't know the words of this, but I like it. It's Red Hot Chili Peppers, I believe. Alright. And then they want this comic as a little bit of an Easter egg. gonna try the sticker this time, or this time. That one turned out really well. Look at that. It's a little Avengers comic book. And they want it like under this section, whatever this section is right now. All right. Crap. Let's see, what else is going on? Oh, I was saying that, so we've been watching, basically we've been going through all the movies. We've gotten through some of the A's, but of course some of the A's we can't get through. Like the American Pies, stuff like that. Oh. Regulators. Gotta be handy with the steel if you know what I mean. Earn your keep. It was a cool black night. Chords. We swing. We bring melody. G-funk, where rhythm is life, and life is rhythm. If you smoke like I smoke, you're high like every day. It's a G-funk era, funked out in a gangster way. This is a Buster 213 will regulate chords. We ring melody. G-funk, where rhythm is life, and life is rhythm. All right, I think we got. Oh, all right, one more. I think we got time for one more bag. We're on 29. We funk, where rhythm is life, and life is rhythm. My mic is going dead. One moment, and I will plug it in. I don't want to lose track of what I'm doing. Because, you know, my brain, that's kind of what happens. Is I start doing something, and then if I don't continue, I will lose track. And okay, so this goes here. Alright, and then it looks like move this way, and I will pop this here. So if you guys are just joining us, we are building the Avengers Tower Lego set, and it is pretty epic. Definitely worth the money. I hope they continue this. I'm kind of curious as to what they're gonna do next. I mean, because I believe we're gonna be coming up this year. We should be getting another one. So if that's the case, like, are we gonna get like I'm hoping for the Black Panther like challenge arena, but I highly doubt that they're gonna do that. But like, are we gonna get the Baxter building? I know that the Professor Xavier set is gonna be coming out, but I don't think it's gonna be similar to like this or the Sanctum Sanctorum. in that it's going to be like an epically large set like that. But I don't know. Hold on. Like as far as buildings like this, like I could see them doing like the Baxter building, but because we haven't been introduced to the Baxter building, I don't know that they would do it. But I'm. Do you guys have any thoughts as far as like what they should or could do? Like I'm trying to figure out, like what. I mean, the Wakanda tower or whatever, maybe. But like I don't know if there like at this point if there's anything that they really could if like I don't know. I don't know if there's like a I can't think of any of the other buildings that they might turn into sets at this point in the MCU. I mean, because they did the Avengers Tower, obviously. They did the Sanctum Sanctorum. They did um, Daily Bugle. And that's it, really, right? I mean, the first one that they did was the Daily Bugle. So they're not, I mean, they really haven't done. So like I said, the only ones that I can think of really is the Baxter Building, and then they could do like the Black Panther. Switch this. But yeah, I can't think of any other ones that they could do. All right. All right, let's see. Oh. Random. Ooh. Alright guys, shameless plug. Thanks for watching. Really do appreciate all the love and support. If you like my content and want more, please consider joining one of my memberships. Every little bit counts and goes right back into the channel. Consider your biddies and your super chats and stuff like that, because as some of you may or may not know, I am multi-streaming both on YouTube and Twitch. Let's see. So you can do biddies, super chats, super stickers. Join one of my memberships. I am working on a goal of getting all of my parts organized, and with that, I need to pick up some organizers and all that kind of fun stuff. So if you are so inclined, that'd be great. If not, I totally understand. Just being here, watching, chatting is amazing. So, alright, so this, just like that. Alright, so that's legit. Alright. There it is. Oop, there it is. Hit me. Oop, there it is. Oop, there it is. Oop, there it is. Oop, there it is. Shakalaka, shakalaka, whoop. Shakalaka, shakalaka, whoop. Oh. I forgot where. Oh, I missed this. Alright, this is like a balcony. There it is. Whoop, there it is. Whoop, there it is. Whoop, there it is. Whoop, there it is. Alright, so that's where we're at there. And then we need this. Ah. All of a sudden, my drop game's working. After an hour and 50 minutes, my timer pops in. All right, that works. I'm supposed to, there it is. All right. And then you have the wall that I built. Throw that up there. The hell? Be right back. That was weird. There was like a big gust of wind outside, and it slammed the door open on the other side of the room. So I was like, what the hell? That was weird. Alright, so we're moving right along. I'm gonna finish out this bag, and then I don't know, with the multi-streaming, I don't know if I can... I have to figure out if I can raid into anybody, or what that process is. I have to see. Not that. Okay, let's see, number 47. Say goodbye to that baby. Don't wanna hold it down and make you cry. Would you know? Change. Will you go your way? Would you hold on one more day? Hold on. Sorry, guys, you don't talk? I sing. Oh, shit. Ah, I put the sticker on wrong. Dang it. Alright, and that is the end of that song list. So, I'm not going to go into the next song list until Monday. But I am going to finish this bag, so I apologize there's not going to be anything going on. So, Alfredo! Hello, hello. How's it going? Thanks for being here. I really do appreciate all the love and support. First time chatter, since you are here for the first time, I will give you a quick tour We have this. So I am a Lego builder. This is my city. It is a complete mess, so I apologize. And it is because I am currently expanding my city. That's what those building materials are for. It is currently 12 feet by 12 feet, and I'm expanding to 16 by 16. I am way back here in the back. It's kind of hard to see me, but I'm back here. These are all live cameras. Then you have my part wall, which is along this side of the room. Um, and my current, I'm pretty confident in saying that I have the largest part collection outside of a part seller, like on Bricklink or Brick Owl. But I have probably one of the largest part collections on social media. But I mean, I can't say I'm the largest, but I'm probably one of the largest. And then we have my backlog wall, which is right here. I have to adjust this camera because you can kind of see me twice. But this is all the sets that I'm working on building. I haven't built yet. Sets I've built, but I haven't parted out yet. All of that kind of fun stuff. And then we have it back to. Wow. The wind is like kicking up like crazy. But yeah, so hope you are having a good one. I will be honest in saying that I'm going to be, after this bag, I am going to be heading out. I do like to get to know people if you have a moment to say hi. Love all the emotes. Thank you very much for that. Let's see. All right. To recap what I'm doing right now is I am building the Lego Avengers Tower, the Lego Marvel Avengers Tower set. I have one that I mocked out a couple of years ago, but it's kind of demolished at this point. It's a big mess, but it stands over 5 feet tall. Um, and I will most likely be comparing the two. Have a good one. Goodbye. Thanks for dropping by. Appreciate it. Um, all right. So we are finishing up this bag. It is bag number um, 29. All right. Kind of an interesting. Like they have a soda on the floor. So far, I'm loving the build. I do have my own version of it, um, and I will be comparing the two, most likely in a YouTube video. Just, I mean, I love the details and stuff like that in this set. My thing is that I just don't feel like it's that big. I mean, it's not wide or anything like that. Like I don't know. It's at least that's my thought process. Like it's not, this section right here is not all that wide. It should be wider. Um, and the base, it's all about that base. About that base. I just think it could have been a different build. Or different, like they could have done more with the base. And I get it. I mean, as is, this set was already like $400. So I mean, to have a whole nother level of a base that has, like what the true base of the Avengers Tower would be. I mean, you'd probably be adding another, 1,000 pieces. Um, but what they could have done is just separated it into two different sets. That way, you have this, and then if you wanted the base to it, you could purchase that if you wanted. And then that way, it gives people the option. You still have this section, almost similar to like The what's it called? The shit. Um, Gringotts Bank. Like what they should have done is separated that. It's obviously two sections. You have the roller coaster section, and then you have the bank itself. And so like if I was the designer, I would have just left it at the bank, and then as a secondary add-on set, add in the lower section. And if people didn't want that lower section, well then they won't buy it. If they want the whole thing, then they'd buy it, right? And that will actually show from a marketing standpoint. I mean, did people really want that bottom section? When they heard about it, I think a lot of people were like, "Oh, it's going to be awesome. It's going to be awesome." But then when they actually did the set, people were like, "Oh, that's kind of a pain in the butt." I don't know. I don't have the set. I would love to get the set, but the set is like $600, isn't it? And I really don't have $600 to spend on a set that I only want half of. I don't really want the bottom half. That's just me. I don't want the bottom half. I would rather just have the top half and be good. You know, I'd be happy with the bottom half. But that's just me. I mean, I can't speak for everybody. I personally don't know of anybody who owns the set. Um, I mean, I might, but I'm not. I've been away for a little while, so I don't know what people have anymore. 52 and 51. Okay, so 51 goes on the bottom. All right, and it goes this way, so I don't want to. The wind is like nuts. My door slammed open again. And this is what I'm talking about. The weather here is just like it's pivoting and changing so much. It's like it's crazy. It really is. Looney even. Oh crap. Put the sticker on wrong. Alright, it's supposed to go this way. And it's supposed to go that way. Alright. There's that. Okay, so it's supposed to go. Ah, almost caved in the wall there. Alright, so moving right along. Again, almost done. Just got a couple more steps, and then I'll be out of here. And then I can test out um, if I can actually uh, raid out. We'll see. because I didn't raid out Monday or Wednesday because I was still trying to, because like I've been away for a while and then I needed to check basically to see what all worked and what all still didn't, or what didn't work anymore, and what worked on both, because for the longest time um I was streaming on both, and then when I became monetized on Twitch, they stopped allowing it. They were like, nope, you can't do that. And then they decided that it's fine. You can multi-stream again. So it's been working out really, like, so then I started streaming again, and now I've got to figure out all the kinks and work out all the details again. So that's been, and I'm not exactly the smartest dude on the planet to figure all this out. A lot of the stuff that I had set up, people had helped me with, and they taught me, and then it's kind of one of those, you know you don't use those techniques, and you don't use those skills for a while, and you kind of lose. Oh wait, what do I got to do here? What do I do here? What do I do here? And then eventually you're like, oh, I remember now. So um, unfortunately I didn't really reach out to anybody like I probably should have. Um, but yeah, so almost done. Got a couple more pieces, and it's getting warm too. It's supposed to be pretty hot today, but it like became real windy. All right, so eh, okay. And then what are all these? Okay. Last step, and then we're gonna head out. What happened? Hey, Maku-san. How's it going, man? Good to see you. Thanks for being here. I appreciate you. Says, so when looking at this official one from the outside, how do you think it compares to your mock of the tower? I personally think, like, so the exterior um looks a hell of a lot better than mine. And thank you for the um for coming in. I am going to be heading out here shortly. I apologize. We're talking a few minutes. But so the exterior of this build is a drastic improvement to mine. I personally think. The the size is lacking because mine it is one base plate here. Let me switch screens real quick. So let me move this and then adjust that. So this here is very thin. Okay. Um, so I wish it was thicker. um, but I would have gone a different way with it. So mine, like the street is here, and then it goes this way. Versus here, the street is here, and it's turned that way, right? So I think that's a mistake. I think, and I think they just wanted the full 32 by 32. Or sorry, I think they wanted the full 32, measurement from here to here, which is great. But I still feel like it's very small. And when it comes to the build itself, I think that's where it lacks the most. But the everything about it, all the detail, all of how it looks, how it feels, all of that, it's spot on. The interior, obviously, mine has a lot more interior because it's quite frankly it's bigger. Um, so, but there's a lot of the stuff that's in this that is the same. Mine goes, so my build goes from 30 basically stud to stud on the full base plate. And mine is 2 base plates, so mine is actually 16 by 32. But this, the build itself, the actual building, is not 32 by 32 versus mine is. So this is short, 2, 4, 6. Hold on, 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. So 9. 12. So the build itself is only 20 studs versus on mine it's 32. So I can pack in a lot more details. Well, the movie, the tower takes over the second half. Second half of the top of the MetLife building. So the street really does run alongside it, and that's fine on one side. You know what I mean? Like I don't mind the sidewalk being here. Okay. Um I just you lose out on studs over here. Um so if I was to do this, and I'm probably going to do it. I I know there's the bottom of this sucks. Um So like in the real life version or the movie version, there's like a train station or something like that below this, at the bottom of this. Um, I wish they had incorporated that. I understand that this set was like $400. Um, but give us a secondary set where you can stick this directly on top of, and then because you could do a $200 set for the station and then have the $400 for this, and then you give people the choice of, oh, do I want it or do I not want it? Well, that is actually across the street in front of it. Oh, okay. There is a road that goes between the building and the train station. Oh, okay. But nevertheless, um, the exterior, everything about, yeah, I looked into that. Well, I've looked at some of the MOCs, and the MOCs show that the station is at the bottom. That's why. And I thought um, I had seen in the movie that there was an additional bottom section, but I'm clear, I'm wrong. But ultimately, I love the exterior look. I mean, I'm not finished with it. I'm on bag 30 now. Yeah, I just finished bag 29. I'm on bag 30. I've got 9 bags left. I will most likely finish the end of next week. So, um, or sometime next week, either Wednesday or Friday. Uh, but that's kind of my thought. Like, I wish, like, I do like the concept of it. I do like the details. Um, some of it doesn't make sense. I mean, like this section up here is basically where Hulk is supposed to be housed. That was never in the Avengers Tower. That was in the helicarrier. Um, I mean, most of this, to be honest, was not in Avengers Tower. Where Stark built his sets or his suits was in his house, not in the Avengers Tower. I mean, he did do at some point when he moved in, he did do some work in there, but for the most part, the majority of what the stuff that he did was at the Malibu mansion before it got blown up. Um, when they did the Tesseract testing, kind of the same thing. When that was the majority of that was in the helicarrier when they were testing the Loki stick or staff. So, I mean, I understand why they put it in, but at the same time, you know, it's a little confusing. Um, they did have like where Ultron and they did have that section, um, but that's not really showcased here, unfortunately. Um, I mean, and they do have the bridge, where they have, that's America's ass. That's kind of cool. I'm not seeing. It would have been cool if they actually had the elevator, like the actual instead of just a facade. It would have been cool, or really cool if they figured out a way to have an elevator that goes up and down. Where um, well, I was gonna say where Cap got into the fight with all of the other people, but with the Shield or Hydra agents, the Hydra slash Shield agents. However, that wasn't actually in this building either. That was at the Shield complex. That'd be another building that they could do. I was talking earlier about trying to figure out, well, what building would be next that would be at this scope. So we've gotten the Daily Bugle, we've gotten the Sanctum Sanctorum. We now have an Avengers Tower. What would be the next building? I would love for them to do the Black Panther Challenge Arena, um, with on one side, and then maybe the 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 base on the other. But I don't think that'll ever happen. That's just my thought process. I hope it happens. I would love for it to happen, but um, I just don't think it will. But I mean, they could also do the Baxter Building as a separate building. But I mean, I don't know. I mean, I know that when it comes to X-Men, there's Xavier's school, and I know that that set's coming out. But as far as the other stuff, oh, this goes on top, I think. As far as the other stuff, I just don't know what they could possibly do. See, and this drives me nuts because I wish this was more modular because like you want to push down, but then you're afraid that you're gonna fucking Hulk smash it. See, like this, it's difficult to see, and my headset's plugged in, but like it's not clutching the way it should, and that's obviously a problem because I can't get in there to clutch it. There it goes. But it's like I don't want to push down too much because I'm afraid I'm going to Hulk smash it and collapse it. But then, I mean, it worked out. But it's not modular. That's the other issue. Is it's not modular. Like you can't, um, like this section comes out, and I think there's a section up here that comes off. But and there might be other stuff, but ultimately, like this, it should separate here, or here, maybe here, something like that. It should separate, but it doesn't. But anyway, all right, guys, that'll do it for today. Again, my goal is to continue streaming Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. And we are gonna try to raid. I am multi-streaming right now, so I'm gonna try to raid, and we're gonna. I don't know how it's gonna work on the other side. But let's try this out. We're gonna raid to Zach. Haven't hung out with him in forever. But thank you seriously for hanging out. I really do appreciate all the love and support. And it really, really does mean a lot to me. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Come hang out, and we will see you next time on 36 Bricks.
See, now I'm thinking we